When to repot pothos. Signs your plant needs a new pot. Have you ever wondered if your pothos needs a new pot? Many people repot their plants simply because they have grown taller or produced longer vines. However, a larger plant doesn't always mean it needs a larger pot. On the other hand, waiting too long to repot can slow growth and lead to unhealthy roots. So how do you know when it's actually time to repot your pothos? In this video, we'll cover the most common signs that your pothos needs a new pot, the best time to repot, and how to avoid common mistakes. Start 1. Why repotting is important. Repotting gives your pothos more room to grow. Over time, the roots fill the pot and use up much of the available space. Fresh soil and a slightly larger container can provide more room for roots, better airflow, fresh nutrients, improved drainage. Repotting at the right time helps your plant continue growing strong and healthy. 2. Roots growing out of the drainage holes. One of the easiest signs to notice is roots growing from the bottom of the pot. When roots begin coming out of the drainage holes, it often means the root system has filled the container. This doesn't always require immediate repotting, but it's a good sign that your plant is running out of space. 3. The soil dries out too quickly. Does your pothos need water much more often than before? As roots take up more space, there is less soil left to hold moisture. If the soil dries only a day or two after watering, your plant may be root-bound and ready for a larger pot. Always check the soil before watering, but frequent drying can be an important clue. 4. Slow or stopped growth. A healthy pothos usually produces new leaves and vines during its growing season. If your plant suddenly stops growing despite receiving enough light, proper watering, good care, it may simply have run out of room for its roots. A larger pot with fresh soil can often encourage new growth. 5. The plant is root-bound. A root-bound plant has roots that circle tightly around the inside of the pot. If you gently remove the plant and see a dense mass of roots with very little soil remaining, your pothos is likely root-bound. A slightly root-bound pothos can still grow well, but severe root crowding can eventually limit water and nutrient uptake. 6. Water runs straight through the pot. Sometimes water seems to flow directly out of the drainage holes without soaking into the soil. This can happen when the roots occupy most of the pot, leaving little room for water to spread evenly. If this happens regularly, it may be time to repot. 7. The soil has broken down. Even if the pot size is still suitable, old soil can lose its quality over time. As potting mix ages, it may become compact, drain poorly, hold too much or too little water. Replacing old soil during repotting helps create a healthier environment for the roots. 8. When is the best time to repot? The best time to repot a pothos is usually during its active growing season. This allows the plant to establish new roots more quickly. Avoid repotting when the plant is already under stress from severe underwatering, root rot, extreme temperatures. If repotting is necessary because of root problems, don't wait for the perfect season. Address the issue as soon as possible. 9. How much bigger should the new pot be? A common mistake is choosing a pot that is much larger than the current one. Instead, select a pot about 1 to 2 inches, 2.5 to 5 centimeters wider than the existing pot. This gives the roots room to grow without leaving too much extra soil that stays wet for too long. Don't forget to choose a pot with drainage holes. 10. Common repotting mistakes. Avoid these common mistakes. Repotting too often. Your pothos doesn't need a new pot every few months. Repot only when there are clear signs that it needs more space. Choosing a pot that is too large. Extra soil can stay wet longer, increasing the risk of root rot. Damaging the roots. Be gentle when removing the plant from its pot. Healthy roots are the foundation of healthy growth. Ignoring the soil. Repotting isn't only about getting a bigger pot. Fresh, well-draining soil is just as important. Final thoughts. Knowing when to repot your pothos is an important part of keeping it healthy. Watch for signs like roots growing from the drainage holes, soil drying out quickly, slow growth, or a root-bound root system. Repot only when your plant truly needs it. Choose a slightly larger pot and use fresh, well-draining soil. With the right timing and proper care, your pothos will continue producing healthy roots, lush vines, and beautiful green leaves for years to come. Thank you for watching Plants Every Day. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to explore our Pothos Plant Care Guide and Pothos Soil and Pot Care playlists for more simple tips on growing healthy indoor plants.